Good morning. Good morning. How you doing, sir?
Hey man, good morning. I'm here.
Morning. It's morning somewhere, even though it's nighttime where we taping. We are taping approximately about 14 hours ahead of time. And all honestly and transparency, we are coming to you live by way of Memorex this evening. We are taping Friday the 10th, even though the show is gonna be live by Memorex on the 11th. Thank you guys for joining us once again. Sports Talk with Kamau and Felix. You got both of us here, right now. And we're going to be on all our socials. And I'm going to be announcing that. Let me find that paperwork so I can make sure I say everything right. There it is, right there. We are on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, the Roku channel on the Maximum TV Network, and TikTok. Just like a clock when I'm ticking out the top. We're going to be on there. We live rolling. How you doing, sir?
I'm all right. Yourself?
What shirt you got today?
Man, Michael Jackson with the gloves.
Michael Jackson. Okay. I got my Spartan shirt on. Why? Because we dysfunctional. So I want to try and put some function back into the university. We can't keep a president. We can't keep a AD. AD want to leave. President want to leave. And then he coming back. We got one that's going to went from interim to staying. But we're going to talk about that later. That's, of course, Stupid Sports News. That's Stupid Sports News. And so we're gonna get to all of that. We're gonna get to all of that. All right. We are talking about what? Football. We down to the only 8. Down to the only 8. As we know, USA lost the other day, Tuesday, to Belgium. The Belgium people jumped on them like they stole something. It was ridiculous how bad they lost that game. It was 4-1. But it really should have been worse than that, quite honestly. It could have been worse than that, quite honestly. And we're going to talk about some more of that when we get to Stupid Sports News, of course. We got more for that. But we're going to make a quick recap of that game. 4-1. The goalie was they beat him like a rented drum. The regular goalie, I don't know where he was at. I don't even know if he was in the stadium when they won the first 2 games in Group D. I don't know where he was at, but that was not the original starting goalie, and I can't blame it on him. I blame it on the team. The team looked like they were just eyes were shining bright. You see them out there, they were scared. They were scared from the very beginning. From the time you saw them in warm up. I always say, games are won and lost in warm up. What's your thoughts on Tuesday night?
Like that Monday night.
Monday. My bad.
I mean, we didn't think they was gonna get that far.
Nah.
So back to the drawing board.
I didn't think they was gonna get out of the group. That was my thoughts. So once again, I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry. I gotta make my apology again for the next 6 months that they got out of that they did better than what I thought they was gonna do, and got to round of 16 after making through the round of 32. In the round of 32, they beat the USA beat what was it? Let's see, whatever it is. USA beat Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Oh, Bosnia, okay.
Bosnia and Herzegovina. That's when then they lost to Belgium, and watching Belgium play against Spain. That was ridiculous, right there. They beat them like they stole something. That game wasn't even close. The score was 2-1, but that game wasn't close. The guy from Belgium, the one who scored 2 goals against USA, he scored their only goal. Charles D. Catelaire with their one game, with their one goal. But the way Spain jumped on them, Ruiz Marino, it wasn't even close. It was you could just tell it was a big difference between playing against Spain and playing against the U.S. Obviously, the talent level and the strategy as well. Watching that game, I can't put that on the players. To me, that game was lost by the coaches. When you go out there, I call it the foosball defense. They line up 4, 3, 2. Are you playing the man or are you playing the area? Or do you even know? And you could tell as soon as they they possessed the ball in the USA end, their eyes lit up. You could just the offense live there. Oh, we got him now, and they immediately scored. And I'm sitting just like, that's it. That's why I text you. This game is over. USA went back and scored. I'm like, no, this game is over. It was JV versus varsity. And they sent the old man in at the end, and he was licking his chops from the time he walked walked out on the pitch. Like, yeah, I'm about to score on these guys. They don't even know what's coming.
Right.
Exactly what he did. But Spain jumped on them, beat them like they stole something. It was a great game. Let's see, was that game today? That game today was yesterday.
Spain and Belgium game was today.
Was today? Yeah, that was today.
Yeah.
And Belgium, they took care of business, and it was clear who the better team was today. Spain was much better than Belgium.
But that's what hurt though. You lose to Belgium, and then Belgium go out there and lose to Spain.
Okay, so do you think we would have had a chance against Spain?
You always got a chance. I told you. Well, Rocky Balboa tell Tommy Gunn, as long as you got 2 fish, you got a chance.
Technically, of course, you show up, you got a chance to win. Anything can happen. But when brass tacks hit the flow, could they? Okay, you got a chance. Yes, would they have beaten them?
It's a possibility they might have, because the momentum still would have been going. They'd be like, okay, yeah, they came out, Belgium came out and jumped on us, but we came back and we beat them. So yeah, they probably would have still been riding high.
Okay. Now, do you think it would have made a difference if Balogun had not have played?
But man, once Donald Trump got involved, it was over. Curtains.
Well, now let's be honest. I think they probably would have played better without him. And here's why. We have a thing in America called circling the wagons. When we have adversity, we come together a little tighter, a little closer, a little tougher. And everybody, man to a man, woman to a woman, person to a person, circle the wagons amongst each other, play tougher. The minute they announced that he was playing, you go from the mentality of, oh man, that we got wrong, to, okay, we good now. Mentally, that's a whole different kind of a shift.
Right.
I think they may probably would have still lost, maybe 2-1 as opposed to 4-1. Now you gave Belgium ammunition to say, oh, you got to do all this here. Your president gonna step in, gonna make a phone call or a donation allegedly to FIFA. Invite him over, invite him to the White House. I don't know what he did, but they said whatever he did, they suspended the red card. Next game, suspension for a year. What sense would that make? World Cup is every 4 years. So in other words, somebody get a red cup tomorrow, the next 2 games tomorrow, and whoever win, if they go on to the next one, so the 1, 2, and 3, 4 games, they'll still be able to play. There are rules for a reason.
Right.
They don't have replay on stuff like that. I'm not a fan. I've never been a fan of replay. I don't care what the sport is. I don't think there should be replay. Humans play the game. Let the humans decide the game. Of course, we want to get it right. They use replay in tennis. They use it in soccer. You can see it across the line. They have all those systems in place. Why not use it? Exactly. Why not? Why should we? Let the humans decide the game in the game. Humans make mistakes. Computers aren't always perfect. So let's do it that way. All right. We got some great games coming up tomorrow. There's 2 games tomorrow. There is, let's see here. The quarterfinals, we have Norway and England and Argentina and Switzerland. We got to make sure we mention that France jumped on Morocco too. Mbappe scored that goal. You can just tell after that he was gone. It was over. Then the guy that substituted the guy in, the kid, he scored again for him after they substituted him in the game. What's his name? Dembele after they substituted him. It's the second time they substituted him in and he scored. Now they worried Mbappe may not play tomorrow because they say he's injured. But they're going to go in, they're going to put the spray on him. You know how they spray him? You roll around and cry and they spray him. He's going to get the spray. He's going to be back out there.
Oh, okay.
Plus, he's in line to win the Golden Boot. He has, 8 goals so far in competition. Let's see. So let me look up Golden Boot. I like that. I like that trophy. I like that Golden Boot. That's a real trophy right there. So right now we got Mbappe with 8, Messi with 8, Erling at 7, Kane with 6. So right now, Mbappe, Messi, and Haaland still have a chance to win it. And Dembele's at 5, so he's still in the running as well. So let's see, England's out of it, right? Let me check. We make sure I'm saying that right now. No, England's still in it. England's still in it. So that means that Erling still has Erling Haaland still has a chance to win it. If I remember correctly, Erling Haaland is the guy who have that funny look. He's running with like a hawk, with his neck out like that with the blonde hair. Is that him?
I guess I don't know.
Let me look him up real quick. Let me look that man's name up. I think that's who I think he is, from Norway. Norway's still in it? No? Yeah, Norway's still in it. What am I talking about? What's wrong with me? Let me get a visual on him real quick. Because he's real popular. Yeah, that's him. That's exactly what I thought it was. He looked like a bird running around out there. He literally would get his arms behind him, his head, neck stuck out, looked like an eagle about to jump off the side of a cliff or something like that. Yeah, I like him. They talk about him a lot. You know, because of the way he stands, he scored a lot of goals with not a lot of effort. They say he just kind of get lost. He's just kind of smooth out there. As you know, he's scoring. He put the ball in the goal. So I like him a lot. But if I had to guess right now who's going to win the Golden Boot, I'm going to put my money on Mbappe. France is playing up to their potential now. I picked them to lose that game against Morocco because they hadn't been playing up to their potential, but they stepped it up yesterday, that's for sure. All right. Let's see where we at. Make sure we making good time today. We are doing good. I think it's probably because we know we don't have something we got to do right behind us. We can go ahead and talk a little bit. We making good time, but we normally be rushing through the topics. We taping it in the morning. All right, let's see here. Today, as a Saturday, nowhere in England, Argentina, Switzerland. Of course, we're gonna talk about that in our predictions. Tuesday, France and Spain. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. We only have let's see how many games we got left. I'm getting sad because I was used to 3 games a day. Now we barely getting 1. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games left. 2 tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday. Tuesday, there's the France-Spain game is at Jerry's World, the Dallas Stadium. Is what we gotta call it. So if anybody out there want to donate a ticket, I'll take it. I'll sit in the nosebleeds. I go down there. I catch an Uber close and I walk. You know, you don't want to get too close with all those 100,000 people. I'll walk from the bridge to the stadium. I'll be excited. I don't know what uniform I'll put on. I don't know, but I'm gonna put something on. I'll get in there. It'll be France and Spain. I learned French in high school. You know, I understand a little bit of Spanish. No fumar, no smoking. And we had the only A, so that's what we have right now. The only A. All right, we're gonna get some predictions. All right, let's jump on over to NBA. We got Summer Madness going on. More Summer Madness with let's see here. Come on now, get on. There we go. Summer Madness. Let's jump that up there. We got Summer League going on. Last night we had the number 1 pick versus number 2 pick. The Bouncer put up 27. Peterson put up 24. The Bouncer put up 27. Tied the record for the debut for the most points by a number 1 pick. The other person who did that was what's the boy from Oklahoma that dunked all the time? He kept winning the dunk contest. What's his name? Played for the Pistons.
Blake Griffin.
Blake Griffin. He tied Blake Griffin's record for the most points by number 1 in his debut in the Summer League game. Peterson played pretty well himself. He hit that 3-pointer at the end of the game. Make up to get from 21 to 24. The Bouncer looked pretty smooth out there, but he's also playing against other rookies and second, third year people from the G League too. So he looked like the team that picked him up did what they were supposed to do. He's Washington with the Wizards. And They're gonna keep. They say they're gonna keep AD there, and they're gonna keep what's the name that was supposed to they got punched by Draymond. They're gonna keep them all together for a good young core with a good vet. Jordan Poole, yep. So they're gonna put Jordan at the one, him DeBonce at the 2, go from there. Even though Poole's a 2, we're gonna see what happens.
Right.
Poole might be coming off the bench. That's what might happen. But hey, you got to check, man. You got a job. Don't complain about it. Go show up every day and be professional. Show up every day and be professional. All right, let's see another Summer League news. Let's get the Summer League schedule up and some games schedule going on. Let's see here. Today, right now, Chicago, Memphis are playing, and Boston and Toronto. They're playing, and then later on tonight, Oklahoma City and LA, Portland and Phoenix will be playing. It's funny how you can have, in Vegas, they got Gym A and Gym B. In the main gym, they got a certain group of players, certain team playing, and in the second, the other gym, the other team be playing, so they can play at the same time. I like how they do that. We're not wasting no space. We're not wasting no time. So if you're the better, quote unquote, better team at the time, you're gonna play in Gym A. You're gonna play in the main gym. Another, you're gonna play in the auxiliary gym in Vegas. I've been in that stadium before, that arena in Vegas. It's a nice arena. I like that arena a lot. It's really nice. It's really nice. So I can see how they would do that. All right. Of course, by the end of the summer league, we're gonna have a yearly discussion of does it make if you win the summer league, does it translate to making the playoffs? We're gonna look at last year's teams, last couple years, like we've been doing, and see how well it's translated. All right, and AJ and Acuff won last night as well. He had a good game. I want to make sure we highlight him. Detroit product out of Arkansas, University of Arkansas, who will be playing against Michigan State on Thanksgiving. Michigan State on Thanksgiving. Let's see here. Detroit lost their summer league game last night. We're not going to talk about it. It's all right, though. Moving forward. Talk about a little bit of Major League Baseball. The Tigers, as of right now, 43-40, they're playing against the A's. That game should be over. Let's see.
It's over.
I didn't get a chance to see the score on that. Let's see here. Let's see where they at now. They won. They played the Phillies. I'm sorry, they played against the Phillies today. They won 10-2. Right now they're 44-50. 6-0 since last week. Won 6 straight, and they beat the Phillies 10-2 at home. And they won. They're 9-1 in their last 10, and they won the last 6. And let's see here. Let's look at the standings all over again. We got to reset the standings. They are in the 4th place in the Central. And they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th from the bottom in the league overall. They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9th from the bottom. They are the hottest team in baseball since since June 1. They're doing very, very well, and people are making predictions that they're gonna make the playoffs. What you think?
Their shoe came out. They might.
Say it again.
I say they might. Their shoe came out. The Devin Booker 2 Tigers.
Oh, so those were the Tigers. Okay. I saw them on the back in the white.
Devin Booker. That's the Tiger emblem right there. These ain't mine, though. Look how big the shoe is. Hey, you can't be mine.
I was about to tease you. The least Tiger favorite person wearing to get the Tiger shoes.
Of course, I was able to get me a pair, but these ain't mine. These nobody else.
It's not the Tigers. You gonna match the color.
Of course, I'm gonna wear mine with the Pudge jersey, the white one.
Okay.
I'm not wearing one of them clowns out there. No.
Fair enough. You know what's funny? Pudge is, he used to be a Texas Ranger.
Right.
So he's part of the Texas Ranger family still. He does the broadcast and stuff like that. And then when it comes to 7th inning, They put Pudge up on the screen. Turn around, he points to his back and say seventh inning. Pudge. I think that's pretty funny. It was the Tigers playing against the Rangers, and Pudge was up on the screen for the Tigers. For the Rangers. Speaking of which, I took a second trip down there on Sunday. I got to see him win on Sunday.
Boy, they got you in for real. You just
I had to give a shout out to my good friends and family, reporters. They invited me down to the game. Got to see him play on Sunday. And the Tigers won that game. Let's see, it was 6-3. Yeah, 6-3.
They got you in for real, man.
I went to 2 games last year. I went to the Friday Sunday games last year. This year's the Thursday Sunday because of the World Cup. So I did the same thing last year. They lost the first game, and then they won the second one. And because I won on the Sunday, so I'm going down there. Same thing happened like last year. We're gonna see. We're gonna see if they can continue to move forward and make the tracks that they need to make to get into the next realm of being a playoff contender. Let's take a look right now. Let's look at the wild card. If they would make the wild card, what would the wild card be? As of right now, the Tigers would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spots out of the wild card. Just in case, of course, we're too far to be looking at right now. Much too far right now to be looking at. Just to see if anybody gonna make the playoffs. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see send the blind man to the dead dog laying in the gutter. We're gonna see. I right now, I like our chances. We playing well enough. We about to go to the All-Star break. We got 3 All-Stars that made the team.
Who the 3 All-Stars?
Okay, let's see here. We go. MLB.
I know it's McGonagall. Who the other 2?
McGonagall, Riley.
Yeah, Riley Green, McGonagall, and who the other?
I think the catcher.
Jake Rogers.
Let me make sure. All-Star roster list. All right, here we go. Come on, man. Quit playing. Where are they? Let me go back. Let me look it up again. Let me see. MLB All-Star roster. All-Stars. Tigers. 2026. We got, let's see here. Verlander's an all-star legend. He's a legend. We're gonna talk about him next, of course. Let's see here. Team by team breakdown. So come on, here we go. All right, come on, give him to me. Tigers. Okay, here we go. Tigers. Dylan Dingler, Riley Green, McGonagall, Verlander is the Legends pick. All of them are they're alternates. Nobody starting. Dingler is catcher, Riley Green outfielder, McGonagall shortstop. I thought that the rookie was going to go. Well, he is a rookie. What I'm talking about, McGonagall, he is a rookie. Okay. I thought if anybody was going to go, it was going to be him. They're taking Green as well, and if they hadn't started doing better, they probably would just got the one. Everybody get at least one. I thought they was going to take the rookie. The rookie is having a good rookie season. Make the All-Star game. Got his contract. Got his money. They got him locked up for 8 to 10 years, something like that. That's a good thing that they're doing. And of course, the next question is: should they make trades to get better, or should they trade people away? Should they be buyers or sellers at the deadline?
Depends. It depends on if the streak is still going alive, then you become buyers. If you still up under 500, you become sellers. Because Scuba not coming back, so part with him now.
So they got about almost 4 weeks. Monday, August 3rd. So this Monday it'll be 3 weeks going into for the trade deadline.
Right.
They say Screwball is the ace is viewed as the biggest trade chip available as the clubs sit outside the playoff picture. And Jason Miller next, Jeff Gray and Jeff McNeil. Miller from the Padres and both are veterans have tried potential deadline moves a team weigh whether or not to buy or sell. I don't think the Tigers are going to trade him. I really don't. I think they believe in the fact that they're going to sign Scooble. They're going to get something done. And they're going to keep him around. That's my thoughts. Those are my thoughts. Because, okay, now here's why. Red Wings, Tigers. Same owners. History. In their history, what have they done? They haven't made big moves. This offseason was one of the biggest moves that they made when they brought in Verlander and the other couple pitchers that they brought in, Valdez. That's the extent of the biggest moves that they've made with the baseball team. They haven't made any big trades. Hockey. They made a couple moves at the deadline. Nothing big. And now your star won out. Now the star is beefing with the general manager, Stevie Eiserman, and what's the guy name?
Dylan Larkin.
Now they beefing very publicly. And what's the name was on was intentionally had a press conference. He's still on a contract for the next 5 years. That's I'm paraphrasing, of course, but hey, that means you on our team. You want to go? Right. And earlier this week, he gave them a list of teams before, and now he added one more team to them. There was some talk about who he did speak to some teams about Larkin, but nothing that was anything that was fruitful about what's actually going to happen. Will it happen? Nope. Why? Look at the history. Future performance is mostly predicated on past performance. So if you want to extrapolate how somebody's going to act in the future, look at what they've done in the past. Now, it's not to say that people can't change. People don't change unless there is a strict need, something where you got to change, where it's something to the point where you have no other choice. I don't see the ownership having no other choice. Both teams are relevant. The Tigers made the playoffs the last 2 years. Red Wings were close to making the playoffs the last 2 years, going down to the wire. Both teams, the last couple of years, Red Wings, they still had a positive record. They didn't have a negative record. Tigers right now are below 500, and the way they're trending now, they're gonna be above 500 and have an opportunity to make the playoffs. So, is there really a need? Is there what's the word where you see you gotta have? Do they have any? Is it what's the word when you? Is it obvious that they got to do something? No. We're gonna show up. I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna tell you that much. I'm still gonna go show up and give me some tickets. If I come home to Detroit and I get opportunity to go to the game, I'm gonna go. I'm a Tigers fan. And like last year, I went to Minneapolis to watch them play. I'm gonna try to fly out to another city this year to go see them play. At some point, try to see all the cities, a little bit at a time. I've seen them in Houston. Went down there for the playoff. So, call me a sucker. I'm a sucker for my home team. Remember on the cartoon, they put the big old all-day sucker on your head? I'm not the only one. That's how it goes. Let's talk a little bit of Wimbledon. Before we do that, don't forget to click like, click share. Now I'm holding up the list of all the Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, Roku channel, Maximum TV Network on TikTok. That's where you're going to find us in the morning, 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern, over all our socials. Let people know they're out here. Also, we got to talk about this book right here, Great for the Journey Every Day by the one, Mr. Marcus R. Ohm. You will check him out on TikTok. Why? Because he has a great following. What does he do? He's an HR guru. Look at that. I'm a poet, didn't even know. Yes, I do. I like to make a little rhyme every now and then. How's he gonna help you as an HR specialist? He gonna go out and what you're gonna do is go on his page, get the app. He gonna show you how to update your resume. He gonna show you how to go in and answer those star questions. Prepare for your star questions. Make sure you know what you're talking about when you go in the door. Get the interview. Get the job. When you get the job, you're going to tell you how to negotiate your salary, how to negotiate your insurance, how to negotiate your 401k, how to carry over your 401k if you already had one in your previous job. He's going to teach you how to level up in your job. If you want to get a better job in that job, he can coach you to do all that stuff. Look him up, Mr. Marcus at home. All right. Moving forward, we got Wimbledon going on. You paying attention? Been watching the Wimbledons?
No, not really.
The finals is tomorrow. Was it yesterday? Over the last couple of days, Sinner beat Djokovic 6-4, 6-4, 6-4 in straight sets. And Zverev beat Ferry 7-6, 6-2, and 6-4. Straight sets as well. So tomorrow morning, Sunday morning, Sinner will play against Zverev for the championship in Wimbledon. On the women's side, we have Muchova beating Coco Gauff in 3 sets, 6-2, 1-6, and 7-6 at 12-10 tie break. And Muskova beating Kostyuk 6-4, 6-4. So on tomorrow morning, when we are broadcasting live by way of Memorex, the women's championship will be going on live in London at Wimbledon. Muchova versus Muskova. One of the overs is going to win. That's my prediction. I predict that one of the overs is going to win. Of course, that's going to be in our prediction level as well. All right. We're moving right on along. It's about that time. Time for what? Women's sports. The segment that's T, and he down. The slaves leaves no crumb. Girl, get your coins. We clocking, excuse me, for all the baddies. That's right, we clocking it for the baddies. For all the baddies in sports. So today in women's sports, let's see what we got here. We got, of course, Iron Friday night going on right now, WNBA. Right now. Chicago is playing against Los Angeles. That game is going on right now. And let's see, Golden State beat Connecticut 79-64, and Dallas beat Toronto Temple up in Toronto 108-95. Dallas is playing very, very well right now. They're playing very, very well. Which I'm glad they got rid of a Ponytail. I was very against him. Mr. Ponytail didn't know what he was doing. Before that, they let that coach stick around for 2-3 years for a playoff team and ran them in the ground. They drafted AZ Fudd. Now they're doing very, very well. I'm glad I'm able to say that. Let's see here. Right now in the standings, Aces are 16-6, Lynx are 16-6, tied for first. The Valkyries are 17-7. Wings are 15-8 in 4th place. And the winner of the Cup, New York Liberty, 13-9. Atlanta Dream, 13-9. The Fever, 13-9. Mystics are 10-10. Because at the end of the day, those will be your playoff teams. From there, the Sparks are 9-11. Fire 19-13. Temple 9-13. The Mercury 18-8-15. The Skies 7-14. The Storm 6-18. The Sun 5-18. So of course we got to talk about one of my favorite players. One of my favorite players is getting a ziggy right now. They're going to come off the bench. Skylar Diggins is now coming off the bench. She signed a free agent contract in Chicago, got over there, thought things were going to be better than being in Seattle. She got a little bit more money, yeah. They treating her like a wet food stamp. Bring her off. Word is, she got a little lippy with the coach. Of course, not only that, you can't eat, allegedly lippy with the coach. But this was true in the press conference, talking about that's a so-and-so problem, that's a coach problem. So they didn't like that. So they treating her like they did Angel Reese. They made Angel Reese sit out a half, then they got rid of her and put all the people on her, put the media on her like she a bad person. Now she down there thriving in Atlanta. It's got niggas come over, you having Groundhog Day, so to speak, going on. You think Skylar Diggins is wrong for saying how she feels? You think she should be a good company girl and be quiet and shut up and dribble?
Nah, if you feel you're being treated not fairly, you're supposed to speak up.
Yeah, so she's not happy now. They got her coming off the bench. They saying her productivity is down, so they're gonna play the girl up under her, and they're gonna develop her, which is hooey balooey. Skylar Diggins is still one of the top 10 players in the league. Of course, her numbers aren't the same as it was in Seattle. She was winning in Seattle too. So when you go to a team that ain't winning, of course your numbers ain't gonna be where it was. It's a symptom of the entire situation there. When one person got a cold, or somebody got pneumonia, the rest of the team got a cold. So that's what's happening over there. Oh yeah. So don't forget to check out Ion Friday night and watch the rest of that game. Because right now the game is going on. It's right now Chicago is playing against Los Angeles in Los Angeles. So hopefully Skylar Diggins can get some run and show what she's still made of. All right, now we got some great things going on in our next segment. Our favorite segment. We're gonna take a quick pause for the calls as we jump quickly into Stoopid Sports News. All right, first up, and Stoopid Sports News, we got Mr. Taylor Swift.
Oh, boy.
I know the Swifties gonna be coming after me with a smile because they saying the same thing. She's not Mrs. Travis Kelce. He's Mr. Taylor Swift. Mrs. Taylor Swift. Mr. Mrs. whichever one it is. You know that's the big joke going on. And, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce got married last weekend in the New York Garden. In the Garden. 15,000 of their closest friends. And they kept it a secret till afterwards. They leaked afterwards that they got married. How you keep it a secret with 15,000 people? I don't know, but they worked it out. And they said everything was nice. The only pictures you see that you pretty much see is the people who are going to the wedding. They let them show the pictures afterwards. I saw what's the gymnast's name? What's the gymnast girl? Who won all the gold medals and her husband that played football. I saw their pictures. They look good going to the wedding. Simone Biles and her husband. Charles Barkley said he got invited, but he didn't go. He says, I don't go to weddings and funerals. Okay. Sounds good to me. Ain't nothing wrong with that, Chuck. And so, congratulations to them. I'm being silly, of course, but congratulations to them. And they've been talking about the prenup that they have. They have a cheating clause that you got to pay so much money for every infraction of cheating. So to me that benefit Travis more than benefit Taylor Swift. She worth a couple billion. He worth some million. But if she can go out and cheat 20 times and still be able to afford to pay him, it was just an infraction. I was out of the roll. I was missing you, baby. Here's your money. Here goes some more money because I'm gonna do it again. Can't be mad at it. All right, let's see here. You know who Ted Cavalli is? He's made himself quite famous over the last week. He told Red Sox player, Wilson Contreras to sit down, boy. Hear about that?
Nah.
He's the pitcher. He struck Wilson Contreras out, and as he was headed to the dugout, he told him, sit down, boy. He was mad because early in the game, he was coming across third base, and he walked in front of him and kind of brushed him. Wilson Contreras caught himself trying to play head games because you don't cut across a dime, you go around. Baseball etiquette. It's not against the rules. It's just another one of those unwritten baseball rules. So he was mad, and so now everybody talking about he racist. That Cavalli is racist because he's calling him sit down, boy. And Contreras is a Spanish gentleman with a darker hue skin. And bench is cleared, and Contreras got ejected for throwing his helmet at one of the players. I don't know if he was trying to throw it at Cavalli, but he missed greatly and hit somebody else. So he got ejected. And then they should have the next day they got K. Cavalli in the press conference. He looked all shook up. Of course, everybody on his head calling him racist, saying that he shouldn't be doing that. He said he's lost a lot of sleep. At some point he's going to meet with the president. They're going to talk about it like men. But what he did not do was apologize. So you go back and you watch it. He said all the stuff he felt bad, how he was losing sleep. But at no point did he say he was sorry that he said it. So to me, what was the purpose you get in front of the microphones and talk about this? Yeah, you feel bad because everybody on your neck, but are you sorry for what you did? I don't remember hearing an apology. Correct me if I'm wrong. Somebody send me a note. Tell me where to watch it on the video at what minute mark, what second mark, and I will go back and apologize because I watched it a couple times to try and find it. I didn't see an apology. So, Mr. Cavalli, I understand you feeling bad, but are you sorry? That's my question to you. To me, the media right there says you feel bad, you've been losing sleep, but do you feel bad enough to apologize? That's my question. That's my question, not all of them. All right, here we go. Some more stupid sports news. You know who Tom Duden is, or Duden?
No, who was that?
Owner of the Carolina Hurricanes. Everybody is lambasting him because he put his name and his entire family's name on the Stanley Cup. Now that the Hurricanes have won the Stanley Cup last month. Not only did he put his name on his family, him and his family name on the cup, he put their names above the players. I'm not saying that the owner don't deserve his name on there. I may even go as far as say the family name, because if it's a family-owned entity. But why you got to put them above the players? Players did the hard work. They did all the heavy lifting. You always the last one to lift the trophy.
Right.
You're not the first. Captain, the first person to lift the trophy. Then the players, then the coaches, then the owners, the last. So he like, they call him the Jerry Jones of hockey. How about them Hurricanes? I'll say this much. The Carmelos didn't put their name on there like that when they won the championship. The Carmelos, they won a Stanley Cup when they were the owners. They put their name on there. A little bit more decorum. I'm just messing. All right, let's see here. I know you know who this is. Mike Boynton.
Oklahoma State former coach. That's Cade Cunningham, former coach.
Cade Cunningham's former coach. Now he is the current coach of the University of Michigan Wolverines. They removed the interim tag from him. And now he is the head coach. He got a 3-year deal or something like that. 2 years.
I told you.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm surprised.
I don't know why you surprised, man. I told you. I know things.
Here's why I think he got the full-time gig. All those players stayed. Not one of them got the portal transfer. And I said they wasn't going nowhere. I think that was a prerequisite of Dusty May going to Dallas, was to ensure that the players stayed first. He didn't just pop up and leave. They knew, hey, I need you to stay. I got to make this move. We appreciate you. We got the championship. You're making your money. You got some millions. It's in the bank. It ain't like you going to class. Stick around with my boy Mike. You see what he did for Cade? He gonna do the same thing for you. That's my thoughts. What are your thoughts on Mr. Boynton being the new head coach?
It was too late. It was too late to go after somebody. And that right there is the hottest ticket that's selling. So we're signing for 2 years. He'll be going after the first.
Yeah, because can he sustain that level of winning? Can he do what what's the guy who took over after Frieda left?
Steve Fisher.
Can he pull a Steve Fisher? We shall see.
Because Steve Fisher, if you look at it, the only bright spot with Steve Fisher was he recruited Jalen Rose. They didn't do nothing spectacular. They played in the championship game twice. The first year they got blew out by 20. The second year they lost to North Carolina. What did they never win? They didn't even win the Big Ten. So what did he do good?
No, the point I'm making is, can he pull a Steve Fisher as to come in when the coach leave at the last second and win the championship? Steve Fisher did win in '89.
You can't compare the two because the championship Steve Fisher won, that was Bill Frieder kids. So no, you can't compare the two.
But I think it's a good parallel because, of course, that's Dusty May's kids. Now, weren't they gonna coach him just like?
No,
what's the name?
Compare the two. Lindenberg left. Amari left. The other guy left. They went to Dallas.
Yeah, I got that. What I'm saying is, these are the kids that Dusty May recruited. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, when he took over, he still had Glenn Rice, Ramil Robinson, Lloyd Boyd, Terry Mills, Higgins. No, you can't compare the two.
I was a big Michigan fan back then. I told everybody from as soon as the tournament started, Michigan gonna win it. I knew from day one.
Trash. You had a two guard that didn't even shoot.
He didn't have to.
Mike Griffin, really?
He looked good in the uniform. With the block him on the side of his uniform. He looked good in the uniform.
He's trash. Stop. Trash.
Yeah, he looked good in the uniform.
He was trash.
I'm not saying he wasn't. But I will say again, he looked good in the uniform. The long body with the long M on with the yeah, he looked good.
Are we talking about the same person?
Yeah. White guy, Mike Griffin.
What number did he wear?
I want to say 24, but I was wrong. That's wrong.
We're not talking about the same person.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Mike Griffin, the white guy.
Right. He wore number 20.
20, okay.
So he probably only shot like, after the whole career, he probably only shot like 5 times. Mike Griffin was trash, man.
I'm not saying he wasn't. I'm just saying,
Mike Griffin was equivalent to Dugan Fife.
Yeah, coach now.
Who?
Griffin.
Who he coached? The Blockbuster Demons.
He a coach now. Let's see here. Let me go back. Let me go back to Paul.
Mike Griffin. Mike Griffin, a defensive specialist. That's what my godfather's son named me. A defensive specialist. I'm like, man, stop. Dude was trash. That's the equivalent of a walk-on. That's what Mike Griffin was.
He is an assistant coach right now. This is his high school, Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute Athletics.
Exactly. Translation, Toys R Us University. Hell out of here.
Oh, it's not the same guy. It's a different guy. I'm sorry. It's a different guy. My bad. Different guy. So I guess he's in business and industry. Makes sense to me. You got a ring? Go ahead and go and make you some millions of dollars and go back and sign cars, the trade cars when you can. Show up when they have 25, 30-year reunions. Go and show up and get your free tickets. I would do all that. I'll do all that. I ain't mad at it. All right, let's see what else we got here. You ever heard of Yuri Perez, pitcher for the Miami Marlins?
That sounds familiar. Yeah.
He is credited with having a 7-inning perfect game. His coach pulled him out because of a pitch count. He was going, he finished the 7th inning. Instead of coming out for the 8th, they called for the bullpen. And everybody's like, what? What are you doing? Let him finish. Pitch count. So, and of course, now they're talking about, the analytics. And analytics has ruined the game. And, all I heard was from the coach. I need to look up what Perez directly said. I don't know if he was being the company guy and said, yeah, I understand the decision. But if it's me, I'm like, hey, let me finish it out on the field. I understand that we have pitch count and analytics, but let me finish it out. I'm okay. I was feeling good. So they're like, and so they start asking questions like, will there ever be another no-hit, another perfect game? The no-hitters that they've had recently have been combined no-hitters. It was 2 weeks ago they had a combined no-hitter. One guy went 7, one guy went 2 innings for the no-hitter. But there's never been a combined perfect game. You think we'll ever see a perfect game again in this age of analytics? Pitch counts?
Nah.
I'm gonna say yes, because I would hope so. If you would think that the coach would be the coach and say, "Hey, you going to let's go ahead and tempt his history. You go and tempt history, and then the next inning, instead of you going 7, you're gonna go 4.5, 5. Let's just bring it back. You can balance the scale. You can balance the scale. You can always do that. All right, let's see here. Where we at now? Just like Michigan State President, Mr. Kevin Guskowitz and John Palumbo. Guskowitz is coming back. He was leaving, going to Clemson, coming back. Now we have a new athletic director, Mr. John Palumbo. He's been an athletic director before at Texas A&M Commerce. So now the dysfunction continues at Michigan State. We used to talk about that. We behind another 2 to 5 years in all the major programs. Same thing I've been saying. What is the administration's main objective for sports? What is your focus? What are your long-term goals? Our programs are the way they are because of the fish rots from the head down. Izzo does well because it's Izzo. Everybody else is kind of up and down. Why? Because what's the true commitment behind them? To me, it's hard to expect teams to win and win consistently when you don't know who's supporting you, who's not supporting you, and where the money coming from, and where the money resides. So we got to figure those things out. All right. One quick question for you, sir. With all the free agency happening and everything going on in all the trades, has the Pistons taken a step forward or a step back?
Backwards, man. Now look, you about to. If LeBron go to Philly, you're number 4. No, you're number 5. If LeBron don't go to Philly, you're number 5.
I can't argue against that right now. We don't even know what they're gonna do with Duran. Duran's still out there crying in his milk, sitting on the curb wearing his Monica white shoes. Come on, it's one of those days. It's one of the days every day till you sign that contract, big dummy. He out there talking about he gonna go to Sacramento, and Sacramento was like, yeah, let's go to dinner. Let's go to dinner. And the GM, what's with the GM? Used to be with the Pistons. He's from Detroit. He played for Wayne State, Sacramento. GM. His name is Scott Perry. Scott Perry is originally from Detroit. He played at Wayne State. When I was a ball boy down there, Scott Perry was there. So I always said one of these days I hope I would run back into him, because Scott was a guard down in Wayne State back in the day when they was winning all those championships in the GLIAC. He was a part of that group. So Scott Perry, he's like, okay, well, of course he gonna take him to dinner, because he used to be with the Pistons. The Pistons let him go. So of course I'm gonna stick it to the Pistons. Of course. Come on, big fella. Come on up to the capital city of California. We ain't nothing up here but the capital city and some oil wells. Come on, man. Come on up here. So he ain't signed no contract. So any day now you're gonna hear Jalen Duren has signed a 5-year, $17 million a year. At this point, the contract is getting less and less. He thought he was gonna get that $30, $45 million a year. No. He'd be lucky if he get 19. That's just what it is. You gotta shine when the lights are the brightest. Like the USA team, his eyes got big. I'm gonna tell you what happened to Jalen Duren. He got dunked on. And after that, his pride, his onion shrunk about 3 inches too small, like the Grinch. And after that, he stopped playing. After he got dunked on by his ex-woman's boyfriend, who ain't gonna be with her much longer. Not because I want them to break up. The law of averages say they ain't gonna be together forever. That's just life. Not because I'm dissing them, but life says they ain't gonna be together. I'll give them 6 more months. Much like Cash Down and old boy who went to Philadelphia. When he left Philadelphia, all of this, hey, give him time. They're gonna pick up. Sure enough, he's on the outside looking. All right, look at that. We got almost a full show in there. We right on time to get out of here. We're gonna jump into our predictions. Tomorrow we got 2 games: Norway versus England, at 3 o'clock and a 5 o'clock, 3 o'clock and 6 o'clock, 4 o'clock and 7 o'clock Eastern. Who you like, Norway, England?
Give me England.
Okay.
2-1.
2-1. I like when people do it the right way, like Norway. Norway gonna do it the right way, and I'm gonna say 1-0. The Argentina and Switzerland. Messi trying to win that gold boot.
Yeah, Switzerland. 1-0.
You go Swiss miss 1-0. I like Argentina. Messi gonna make a mess of things tomorrow, and he gonna score 2 goals. 2-0 Switzerland. We got France and Spain on Tuesday, is it? Is that what it is? Let me look at that. France and Spain, the 14th, yep, Tuesday. 3 o'clock Eastern, 2 o'clock Central. Who you like?
Give me France. 2-1.
Screen being sensitive. Come on now, quit playing. There we go. You like France 2-1? I like France too. I like France too. Now this is a regular European Cup game right here. They play each other all the time in the Euro Cup. This game is gonna go 0-0, but Spain and penalty kicks. I like Spain. Penalty kicks. 0-0. Penalty kicks. I think that's how it's going to go down. All right, and men's tennis. Sinner versus Zverev. Who you like?
So what's the names again?
Last name Sinner versus Zverev.
Give me Zverev.
Zverev. All right. Straight sets.
Yeah.
3-0. All right. I like sinners because sinners can't always be saints and saints can always be sinners. So give me Sinner.
What kind of scanner are you looking to set up?
I swear that dang on Alexa will say some stuff at the oddest times, boy. Sinner. I like Sinner. 3-1. And on Saturday, tomorrow morning, Muchova and Noskova. Who you like?
Give me Noskova.
And Noskova. And how many sets? 2 sets or 3?
3.
No. Okay, 2-1. Okay, 2-1. All right. I like Muchova. Why? Because that's just a cool name to have. I like the Muchova. I like Mucho straight sets. 2 sets. Come on. All right, look at that. We made it to pretty much to the whole hour. Look at that. Right at 60 minutes. Right at 60 minutes. So before we do that, don't forget on Tuesday night, Love and Stuff, the original flagship show, 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central, with Marcus Holmes. My pastor, good Reverend Dr. Valencia Edna, Tuesday afternoons, 4:30 Central, 5:30 Eastern, with 5 Tuesday moments of encouragement. Monday night, we got Rally Strikes with Egg Ronald, Rally Strikes with Egg Ronald, Detroit in Black and White at 8:30 Eastern. All right, time for Felix's last word. What you got for the good people?
Just because you see people doing well doesn't mean they're blessed. Remember, the devil also rewards people for doing his work too.
There it is. That's a word for you right there. We're going to let that stand where it is. Have a great weekend, everybody. See you next week. Be safe and stay out of trouble.